What's up, everyone? Jeremy here from MTGHeadquarters.com, bringing you the 75,000 subscriber celebration. As you've seen, by the time I post this, we will already have two of the very first fat packs ever printed live. I'm going to try to do one a week as long as I can financially do so. Hopefully we'll get some spicy pulls to help pay for those next fat packs that we need, or maybe we'll sell a bunch of sleeves. That'll help too. Sounds like everyone's been getting theirs. Internationals dropped off this week, but let's get right into the Q&A. I pulled a few questions right out of that video, and I'm going to do the best I can to answer them. And then I also have a list of kind of questions that I get asked all the time in comment sections, and I'll try to just answer those as well. So Lil Wayne 3131 asks, I'm a casual and mostly social Magic player, and I'm finding it hard to stick on the scene with so many competitive players dominating card shops. Most of the time, when they notice I'm not going to be a challenge, they lose interest or ignore me. What do you recommend for social Magic players who can't find a good game? This is kind of a tough one, right? It sounds like I would define you more as like a kitchen top Magic player, aka filthy casual, aka I don't know, whatever. And that's kind of how I am, honestly. I think trying to locate play groups is the best way to do it, and there's a whole wide world of people that play Magic the Gathering that don't play at card shops. Maybe look for an EDH play group. Maybe try getting into EDH if you like the casual scene. I think there's a lot of existing play groups that people may know people at your local card shop that you can ask. You could post up a flyer there. You can look online. You'll also hopefully the working title of the MTGHQ app caster will be out in maybe just a few weeks. And you'll be able to locate people geographically that want to also play Magic. And I think this is going to help bring a lot of people together in the community. And you can try that. I think open up your, how do you say, like, widen your search. Look online for play groups, like post on forums like MTG Salvation, stuff like that, for people in your area that want to play. Next question comes from Expert Bridge. Hey MTG Headquarters, I like to ask for your Q&A. What would I recommend for someone who'd like to start an MTG channel, but reach out towards newer players, like for deck building, card tricks, and such, as well as entertainment? What would they need? I think the two most important things in any Magic the Gathering video is like personality and audio quality. You don't need $1 million camera. I'm shooting this on a $70 webcam. Not that it looks amazing, but you know, I have my unboxing camera behind me, which is a Panasonic HMC 150. Which is certainly overkill for what most people would need. There's a lot of things on like the prosumer level. I think Panasonic makes a lot of great digital camcorders. You know, you get a nice little camcorder, a nice little tripod, and make sure you provide good quality audio. So whether you use a lapel mic or you just pay attention to keeping your room quiet and things like that, I think that goes a really long way. Other than that, I think you just have to grind it out. I mean, if you go back and look at the first videos I made, they were pretty terrible. They were just me unboxing stuff on my kitchen table. And I think if you provide deck techs or things for newer players, but become an active member in the MTG community, talking with channels, collaborating with channels, offering to create content for a bigger channel at no cost, you know, that kind of stuff, I think helps you get the exposure that you need, and then the quality of videos that you make after that will do all the work for you. Next question comes from Habitat. What's it like going to a pre-release as someone older than the average Magic player, like you? I just got back into the game recently, and I've never been to one, thinking of going to Fate Reforged pre-release. So Fate Reforged pre-release is gone. Totally don't care. As long as you don't care, they won't care. There's a dude in my that comes in drafts very often that's like 60s. He's probably in his 60s or late 50s. He's by far the oldest guy in our shop. But he just doesn't care. He knows the game, he likes to play, and people don't treat him any differently. Now, certainly, like, if you run into somebody who's really young, like 12 or 13 or 14, they may be intimidated by you or something like that, but I think pre-release is a great way to get back in the game because it brings out a lot of the casuals, and it's a non-competitive type environment, which is a great way to get back into the game. We've got Hey Matt Gerard, maybe? What type of theme would you like to see a block explore that hasn't been done yet? For example, Theros, Greek Mythics, Innistrad, Horror. You know, everything in this space is pretty supernatural, but I've always had an affinity for that. I didn't necessarily love Innistrad block, but I love the flavor. I love old school monsters, trolls, like goblins, orcs, things like that. Like first tier imaginary creatures, I guess. Gargoyles, maybe something in like that era. What is the era I'm thinking of? Gothic stuff would be kind of cool, I think. Maybe. From what? Coolon Vicate? I don't know. I really like your videos and streams. You should be coming to my stream at twitch.tv/MTG headquarters. Go open in a different window right now and just click the follow button there. It's free, and then at least you get notified each and every time I go live, and then you can choose to watch it or not. Sadly, I can't tune into Twitch because I live in Finland. And blah blah blah. Sorry, my dog was making a weird noise. I thought he must have been scratching inside his ear. I have a question. I want to tell you, I want you to tell my favorite decks. Let's say top 1 or 3 in each format. Also, if I ever play EDH, what commander? Well, I don't yet play EDH. I've been talking about for a long time that I want to play. Just haven't gotten into it. I'm going to start going to FNM, and I think that's a great way to get into playing EDH. Historically, I love burn decks. Definitely an aggro player. If I'm playing, like right now in Modern, I play Infect. I've always played Infect. I built Hexproof. It's fine. Didn't like it that much. Built Infect. Fell in love. Built Burn. Like it. Don't love it. In Standard, I'm currently playing my take on a mono black aggro deck featuring Monastery, or Mardu Swift Spear, something like that. Mardu Swift Spear, and the Eidolon that deals 2 damage, and it's a little different. I enjoy playing that. I don't play Legacy or Vintage because I don't have the cards, and I don't currently really play in real life very much. I play online mostly, and I'm still way more of a limited player. And in limited, I love Jeskai or Teamer. I like it all really in limited. I just like winning. Okay. Now we've got MTG Science asking, if you could draft any block in the history of Magic, what block would it be and why? That's an interesting one. Obviously, for financial and pull reasons, Alpha Beta, Unlimited, Antiquities, P3K, any of that stuff would be incredible to draft. Revised. But I think in more recent sets, drafting like Zendikar would be pretty fun. I don't know. Revives has always been my favorite set because that's kind of the set I fell in love with. So it'd probably be reasonable to draft that these days, so maybe I would do that. I don't know. Hope that answers your question. I do. My favorite current draft, my favorite format in the last couple years is Return to Ravnica. From Parker Cole, out of all the videos you made, what is your favorite? Boy. I don't really have a favorite. I mean, obviously, anything with like an epic pull, like the Mox Ruby video or the foil Jason Mind Sculptor videos are always, those are some of my all-time favorite memories. So by default, they're kind of my favorite videos. I do enjoy doing the pre-release vlogs. I feel like the last couple I didn't do as great of a job on them because I wanted to push them out quickly, but I do enjoy making those. I enjoy making the old school like Friday night rants that I did a couple times or once or twice ever. I'd like to bring that back maybe. Now that I'm a little more educated about the game, I do enjoy the types of videos that help people, as well as entertain them. Reebok1984 asks, when do I think I'll get into Commander or EDH more? Like, to the point where it's one of the formats I play regularly. Probably next fall. Because the rest of this winter, it's February now, is probably pretty heavily on integrating myself into the paper Magic world and deciding whether or not to separate from MTGO. And as I build more friends, I think I made a few friends at Draft now. And so if they played EDH and they like invited me over one night, I would definitely go. Now if an existing play group was like, dude, just come play, we'll get you a deck and whatever, I would play. To the point of building my own deck, that kind of coincides with switching to paper Magic because I can't afford to have two massive collections like most people, so it's either MTGO or paper. I have a big enough collection on MTGO that I could probably sell out, build my modern deck, build my standard deck, and build a killer EDH deck and have a little money left over. So I could, at any point, I'm very fortunate to have drafted so much and get the support of people on stream and all you guys on YouTube that I could make the switch. I just can't do both. So hope that answers. SinPerder, I don't know. Could I make? Oh, okay. Could you make your past broadcasts on Twitch public? I live in Europe. I can't watch your live streams because it's 2 a.m. here. This is so I'm not being a dick. The reason they're not shared is because they're all muted afterwards because I listen to my own music during the stream, which is part of, I think, what, like, people like it or people hate it, but I enjoy listening to my music. What I could do in the future is not have music and then just listen to my own music on headphones so that they would be available for everybody. Or maybe just play like free to use music on stream. I think I will do that eventually, at least go to the free to listen music. That way they shouldn't be muted after the fact. Ted asks, Ted Planeswalker, notorious stream supporter, has made some crazy donations on stream and just an all-around good guy. Glad to hear his mother-in-law is feeling better. What is your favorite thing about Magic the Gathering? I think it's probably the combination of the community and the competition. I like to compete a lot, and in a lot of ways I'm kind of a sore loser, but I also am not that sore of a loser. Like, I'll come back next week. If I don't win a draft, I come back next week and I want to win it again. And as you build friends there, everyone wants to win, and when they don't, everyone's like cool about it, and that's what I like. I like that people are level-headed enough for the most part that when they don't win, it's, you know, it is what it is, but that doesn't change their will to win. And obviously, being a YouTuber and kind of a part-time streamer, the community is really important to me. You guys are all really important to me, and you guys are my play group, and that's pretty awesome. All right, now I'm going to answer a few questions that I get all the time that I thought would probably be good to address here. So, where do I live? Well, I live just outside Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Looking at moving to Louisville in spring, but for now, this is where I live. My local game store is Games Universe in Menominee Falls. I haven't ever played any other store. Maybe I will someday, but for right now, just doing the job. What is my day job? As many of you, you know, it's either, you know, how do you buy all these packs, or how do you have all the free time to make these videos, or, you know, all these sorts of questions. I run a search marketing agency. It's actually called Marketing Sheriff, where I run companies kind of all over the world, their online marketing. So I design their ads, I run their marketing, I do reporting for them. And I have a couple of national and a couple of global clients, maybe 5 or 6 total, and that pays the bills. I have a small client list, but it's a lot of work. This is my office, and I work 10 to 12 hours a day. And when I'm not working, I'm streaming or playing Magic. I got into it. I think I've always been good at sales, and I went to school. I originally was a management computer systems major because when I was in high school, everyone said you were going to make $1 million getting that degree, and just kind of like cybersecurity is now. Everyone thinks they're going to get rich getting their degree in that. And about halfway through college, I realized that that wasn't the case, and I switched to marketing. And then I had kind of an affinity to the online world and YouTube and stuff like that, and so I just kind of learned on my own how to do it. And I got a break working for a startup company that grew. Like when I started, they were about $8 million company, and when I left, they were, you know, they'd peaked out close to 30 million, and I was a big part of all that growth, and we marketed exclusively online. So I took everything I learned there and started my own agency. Can we see our cats? You can. You see Colt often. I have 4 cats and a dog. I don't let Doc. So their names are Colt, Doc, Chance, Van, and my dog's name is Indy. I've had all of them since they were babies or strays, and it's kind of hard to isolate them and shoot footage, but they're all great. I love them very much. Very much a cat guy, but I love my dog. Indy is my best friend. He's been with me since he's been a puppy. He's always laying at my feet during stream, and he's just a great companion. And you guys see Colt, and you've seen Chance before in videos, I think. But getting him in here would be pretty hard. What's my all-time favorite card? You know, my default answer has always been Royal Assassin, because in a lot of ways it's like the perfect card. But a lot of cards from my early days I've just always loved, like Fireball, Disintegrate, and Fork. Like those cards I've always loved. For me, pulling a Fork out of a revised pack was like always a dream. I don't think I ever actually opened one. Gauntlet of Might, stuff like that. Really, really nostalgic for me. What goes toe in toe or hand in hand with that is what is your favorite set? And I have to say my all-time favorite set, because of the feels, is Revised. But since I've come back to the game, really liked Return to Ravnica. That's been my favorite set to draft. It's been my favorite pool. It's been some of my favorite Planeswalkers. It's just some of my favorite cards since I come back to the game. I also really like Cons too. counts as pretty good. But that's kind of, yeah, I'll go with that. So a lot of people ask if my wife plays Magic. No, she does not. In fact, to be totally honest with you, she thinks the game's kind of silly. But that's okay. I mean, it doesn't bother me. Because I don't like identify my own life with what other people think of me, and neither should you guys. So just like in high school when I played and people said the game was dumb or for nerds or whatever, it didn't bother me then either, and it doesn't bother me now when somebody doesn't get it. You know, the game is not for everyone, and even though I've been with her I'm 31, and I've been with her since high school, so, 15 years almost. She's never liked Magic. She's always thought it was kind of silly, and it just doesn't bother me. We just, I have my own hobbies. I like to play Magic. I like to do YouTube. I like to work. I like to start e-commerce businesses. And she likes stamping, and she likes shopping, and that's cool, But yeah, another kind of oft-asked question is, what do you do with all your cards? Well, if they're like a high-price rare, I generally either choose to collect them, or I have to sell them to support the next pack opening. A lot of people think I have an endless stream of free boxes coming in, and that's just not the case. If I get a free box, I open it, and then I have to sell it off to buy whatever the next thing is. I don't like buying intro packs. I have to spend $100 on intro packs, and I would never buy an intro pack if not for the channel. I'd buy fat packs, I'd buy booster boxes, but there's a lot of stuff I just open for the channel so you guys can, take a look at it and get a good idea about whether or not you want to buy it. And so I use all of the money that I get for selling these cards and these wonderful MTG headquarters card sleeves, which there's about 350 sets left. So get yours now. 100% of the profit from these is going to the MTG local meetup app, as well as buying new fat packs for the fat pack marathon that we've got going on. But I think that's probably a good amount of questions. Oh, everyone always asks what the song is at the end of the videos. That is a now defunct band called Under Stars and Gutters. And if you like them, then you'll like bands like Old School Alkaline Trio or Lawrence Arms, Honor System, stuff like that. So check them out. Music is a big part of my life. I was in bands from when I was 16 till 20, and if you've been on my stream, music's really important to me. And so I try to find something unique and go with that. So this will kind of wrap up the 75,000 subscriber Q&A. We're going to continue to open one new fat pack chronologically from the beginning to the end, hopefully every week. We're about to get into some very, around April, we're going to start hitting a path or a streak of fat packs that are $400 each. So I may have to go to every other week there because I just can't spend $2,000 a month buying fat packs. But I'm going to do everything I can in my power to flip as much of my collection as I can, sell as many of these card sleeves as I can, and generate enough revenue as humanly possible to just keep it going every week. Because I don't want this to linger out for years and years, and I definitely have a 100,000 subscriber celebration that I want to do too, that hopefully will happen this year as well. So I've been blown away by all of your support. I want to thank all of you. I want to thank my channel sponsors. At the time, it's Brute Force MTG, Troll and Toad, Ink Playmats, MTG Card Market. All these people have been amazing channel supporters. You guys have been great. For those of you on my Twitch stream, you know I love you guys too. I'd really love to see more of you on the Twitch stream. Having close to 80,000 subscribers here on YouTube, it's kind of a bummer when it's hard to really get more than 100 people on Twitch. So, you know, give it a chance. Come watch me play some Limited or Standard, or just hang out. You know, I think if there's people from the Twitch stream here watching this video, you know, let people know what goes on stream. I think I've made a lot of friends there, and I think a lot of people in the chat have made a lot of friends. And it's just overall a good time. Lately I've been kind of crummy and I haven't been playing that great, but I try to keep it light, try to provide some good games of Magic, and I'd love to see you over there. I hope you guys enjoyed this Q&A, and we'll see you at 100,000. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you haven't already, check out some of our most popular playlists, from MTG vlogs, sick gameplay videos, new product breaks, and some insane vintage openings. I upload 3 to 4 new Magic the Gathering videos every week, so if you haven't already, please take a moment to crush that subscribe button to join one of the fastest growing Magic the Gathering channels on YouTube. Talk to you later.